Evan.
And I'm Charity.
And we're here in Oklahoma City, a beautiful place full of new opportunities and adventures with a unique blend of culture and history.
We're here to meet with some of the community partners who are committed to next level community development, meeting people who are maybe not seen or heard. And so we're getting ready to meet with Leah, our partnership coordinator, and she's going to show us around.
Let's go.
Hey, Doug. How are you?
Hey, Devin. Hey, man.
Oh, good to see you.
So we're here to meet with Joe, one of the leaders in this community of Project 58.
And we're excited to hear about how he's bringing Christ into this community.
I moved out here from California in 2007, and me and 5 friends moved into a crack house, an old crack house, and the neighborhood just looked totally different. There was crack dealers, prostitutes, and that began, like me choosing to live in that space and just be neighbors to people that were far different than I was. The Lord started to shift my heart about what it really looks to love my neighbor here in Oklahoma City. That shifted us towards looking to move, multiply into neighborhoods, seeking restoration and transformation simply by being neighbors. We just do this together, and we try to be the church within this context.
Yeah. And with that, how does Next Step's partnership, what does that look like when Next Step comes in?
Well, it's kind of like, if you think of warfare in the spiritual realm, you're resourcing us on the front lines. It's been a huge help over the years. Just the thing that we value is people being able to move into this neighborhood, and over the past few years, you've been able to help us do that just by resourcing the edge.
I loved how Joe talked about the call to give to the poor and needy, and he didn't reference it in terms of giving them things or giving them stuff, but giving them our time and our relationship.
And that's what we do here at Next Step. We extend ourselves to these communities for the sake of Christ.
So we just arrived at Restore OKC, and we're getting ready to meet with a few individuals to hear about how they're getting involved in their community.
Hello.
On a high level, Restore OKC is a faith-based community development ministry in Northeast Oklahoma City. So that's a particular area of the city in Oklahoma City that has sort of experienced a lot of injustices and oppression historically, and so we know that there's a lot of needs for us to sort of use our privilege for the privilege of our neighbors. So we live in this community. The Next Step was a huge part of how we actually got to move into this building and be in this space, which is a huge blessing, because as you see behind me, we've got a lot of ministry arms underneath the one umbrella of Restore OKC that all work together holistically, so that we see whole families break whole cycles for their whole life.
Yeah, a large part of what we want to do focuses on the big word of reconciliation. It's how do we get out of our cultural cul-de-sac is what we aim to do, and so Next Step has been a big part in being able to do that, and then also just be the hands and feet of Christ in communities that have been neglected in the past.
A week-long college trip serving with the poor in inner city Denver actually changed my whole life trajectory. So we love welcoming Next Step teams because you don't know what God's going to do. We're just always glad to have you.
Restore OKC is really, really cool. You know what blows my mind is something as simple as a garden can have such an impact on a community.
Yeah, and some might even say this ministry is bearing fruit.
So we're here at Cross and Crown, and we're going to meet Paul, the director, and figure out all the ministry opportunities that are happening here.
We came to this neighborhood with a mission just to proclaim the love of Jesus, but also that we could help with resources, help people that were under-resourced. And so now we have a medical clinic to meet those needs. Same thing with legal aid. We built a youth center that we have after-school tutoring. We do sponsorships for camps. We take kids from the earliest time they show up here, maybe with their mother, helping them get jobs after college. So, I mean, we're kind of a one-stop. We connect them with God, and that's what we really want, and that's what they really need. The relational part of Next Step is huge to us because it just kind of multiplies what we do, and we like that. And one of the things that's kind of critical here as a need is housing. And so Next Step coming and bringing workers and building materials and the energy that we really don't have available to us is a huge lift. It just brings a lot to the neighborhood, and the people get excited about it.
So much opportunity here with wellness, physical wellness, and construction, and just being a part of the community along with prayer and worship. This place is amazing, you guys.
When coming Oklahoma, you'll get to serve alongside amazing ministries and organizations that are focusing on learning, loving, and listening to their community, and you have that same opportunity.
And God changed my life when I served here, and I know that He's going to change your life too.
So, we'll see you in OKC!
Thanks for watching our video. If you're interested in serving in this community, we've got a ton of great information on our website. Registration's open now, so what are you waiting for? Take your next step and join us for a mission trip this upcoming summer.